Well, this is Cindy. I've been trying for a week and a half to 2 weeks to get my microphone working so I can record a tape. And it was crackly and fuzzy and nobody had showed me how, so I just pushed buttons and I wanted to record the results after I went to the doctor for my checkup. I lost 7 pounds, 7 more pounds, which means I've lost over 20. I got a long ways to go, but I told the doctor that's too slow. But that took me 3 months to lose 7 pounds. That's way too slow. But my doctor was busy when I called to set the appointment for my 3-month appointment, so I said it's all right if I see a different doctor, that's fine. So I went in and they had me see a different doctor. And I asked him to check my cholesterol because when I was first diagnosed with sugar diabetes, I was diagnosed with high cholesterol. I've been on medication for over 6 months. And so he checked it and he called me the next day. And the doctor, while I was in there, told me, now you know your doctor, your regular doctor, will not take you off. I've been trying to get off of glyburide. It's a weight gaining medicine and I'm trying to lose weight. And so I went back on metformin, and I couldn't handle it to begin with, but this doctor informed me why. My doctor forgot to tell me, do not take it on an empty stomach. Make sure and take it with food. And if I'd been reading the labels the pharmacy gives you, I would have known, but my doctor ordered me to take it at bedtime. Well, I don't eat at bedtime. So once the doctor said, you're going to have to switch it, take it with supper, and if you take 2 pills a day, he'll probably take you off of glyburide. So I started taking it. He said, go slow when you increase it. So I started taking it at supper, and it was a total difference. Taking it, not taking it on an empty stomach, I had no side effects at all. I thought I can do this. So I upped it right away to 2 pills, hoping when I called my doctor, he would just take me off of glyburide. So I upped it to 2 pills a day, which is 1,000 milligrams a day. And they called me, the doctor I had went to called me the next day about my results on the cholesterol. And he said, I think the lab made a mistake. I need you to come in tomorrow morning fasting again and run this test. So I went in the next day and I retook the test, and I got worried and I thought I better know a little bit about what cholesterol is and what's high and what's low, so when he tells me what the results are, I'll know, because I had no idea. So I was reading good cholesterol and bad cholesterol, and I studied it up on the internet, and the great big long word that I have still to this day. Some people just roll that word right off their tongue. There's something about it. I need somebody to say it slower. I still cannot pronounce that stupid word. Triglyceride something. It's the fat cells in your body. Well, anyway, he called me the next day and he said, well, guess what? It wasn't a mistake. In fact, he made my own doctor call me the next day. He said, those test results were not wrong. I said, well, after studying on the internet, how high is it? And he said, over 900. I said, well, I now know how high that is. I thought she was going to call me and tell me it was only 90. And I said, I'm stunned. I'm speechless right now because there's no way it could be 900. He said, well, it is. And he said, and it's accurate. So I said, well, I didn't want to tell you this, but I ran out of my medicine for a solid week. I had no money to get that cholesterol medicine, and I didn't take it for a week. And by taking it overnight, it went down to 500, and that is still outrageously high. And only 20% of what you eat causes your cholesterol. The rest of it is stress, heredity. And I said, I've had major stress this week at work. It's been a nightmare. I almost quit my job, and I work 2 jobs, and I can't quit. I mean, you talk about devastation. That would be the end of that one. So he put me on, he upped my medicine on cholesterol, and then he gave me a new medicine. And I'm up to 6 medicines now. Excuse me. Well, he called me today and he said, I told him, I says, well, what I wanted is, I said, when I went to get that medicine, the new medicine at the pharmacy, they informed me it don't work good with glyburide. And it doesn't work good with your other cholesterol medication. It'll affect your liver. So I got to go back in a month and rerun the test, and he reduced the medicine he just upped. He reduced it. He said, I can't up it. They're right. I thought, well, great. It took a pharmacy to save my neck because my doctor won't. But anyway, he lowered it. And he said, you need to stay on the new medicine, though. It's important to get the 900 down. You could have a heart attack or a stroke. So you plug along. I'm taking all my medicines, and I'm trying to get my level down. And he said, when I wanted to go off a glyburide, he said, how high is your level? I said, well, it's 70-something at nighttime. It's fine. He said, what is it in the morning when you wake up? I says, well, I said, it's still a little high. Sometimes it's all right. One morning it was 101. But I said this morning it was 128, and he said that's still too high. When it's under 110 every single day in the morning, then we'll consider. But he said keep taking the glyburide and take the metformin, and I'm glad you upped it. And I thought I'd double that on my own and work real hard, and it for nothing, because he won't take me off the glyburide. So I'm 6 different medicines. But I guess I just plug along. I'm going to have to lose a bunch more weight before it affects any of my levels and makes them, gear back in. So I'm kind of stunned because I feel fine, but there's no side effects for high cholesterol. A lot of people have those high ranges. They don't even know it. So I'll just try to get off this medicine as quick as I can, because the one he's got me on is very strong. So I kind of wanted to update you and let you know what was going on. I had a treadmill given to me at work. Well, guess what? It didn't even come on. The button won't turn on. So my son was he cleaned house, and he tried to help me, went shopping with his own money to get some groceries for me. Well, he plugged in the treadmill, he said, I'll take it apart. It was free for you anyway. Well, when he plugged it into the same breaker as my freezer. Well, it blew out the plug, and the breakers are on. So now the whole garage, all the plug-ins don't work. But guess what? The good news is when he plugged it in, the treadmill started turning. So maybe we can get it fixed, but now I've got a whole garage with no electricity except the one up on the ceiling where my garage door opener's plugged into. It works, thank goodness. So that's the news so far. I'll probably have more news shortly. I'll get back with you. Bye. Well, that was quick, and I'm back again. Today at work before I left, it's Friday night. I was really looking forward to coming home. My daughter and I are going to watch the second the Gaither vocal band reunion, her new tapes that we ordered 2 of them in. They're wonderful, by the way. I was really looking forward to it. She goes popping up at work at 4 o'clock. She called me earlier in the day, said, Mom, did you eat today? Because we're not much food at home till my son bought the groceries. I said, well, all I could find was 1 slice of bread and peanut butter, which I have. So I made a half a peanut butter sandwich and some dill pickles. And that's what I'm eating. I said, I'm still hungry, but I'll be fine. Well, 4 o'clock, 4:30, she comes popping through the door at work, and I get off in 30 minutes. And she come bringing me in a taco. So I had 2 tacos, and it was really sweet. She's really a sweetheart. She picked up her paycheck and paid for the tacos, trying to make sure I eat. And so I ate the tacos, and tonight we're going to go through some tapes and watch some tapes and just relax. And I'm really proud of her. She really works hard on the YouTube and the tapes. She got 2 emails from Michael English, which, it makes you feel proud when somebody pays attention to what you do on YouTube. She works really hard, and people don't know how hard it really is. To sit there every night, and she holds down a job too. And to sit there and go through lots and lots of emails and comments and trying her best to keep up on things. And I'm really proud of her and the work she does, and it means a lot to her. So when he emailed her twice and talked to her, it was really sweet and was very special. And she'll be posting a lot more tapes as soon as she gets the time to get them up there. That's about it. Bye.